Dollars, how it's made. Imagine walking into a single building and realizing that inside, machines are quietly creating billions of dollars every single day. Each stack of paper here could change lives, fuel economies, or trigger inflation. But how is money, one of the most powerful human inventions, actually made? And what secret steps keep it nearly impossible to fake? Stay with me, because once you discover what goes on inside these high-security factories, you'll never look at the bills in your wallet the same way again. The hidden factory. The United States has two official money printing facilities, one in Washington, D.C., and another in Fort Worth, Texas. This is the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, where over half of all U.S. dollars come to life. On a typical day, more than 38 million notes roll off the presses, worth over $500 million. But here's the twist. Most of that isn't new money at all. Around 95% of it simply replaces old, worn-out bills being pulled from circulation. So how does a simple piece of cotton and linen become one of the world's most trusted currencies? The answer begins years before a note ever touches a printing press. Designing money. Every new banknote starts with an idea, one that might take years to finalize. Teams of designers, historians, engineers, and even forensic experts work together. Why? Because every line, every color, every tiny detail on a bill serves two purposes: aesthetic beauty and security against counterfeiting. First come rough sketches, then detailed color drafts. These are revised and re-revised, sometimes for up to 3 years. All the while, experts brainstorm ways to outsmart counterfeiters. Holograms that shimmer, inks that change color, microscopic text smaller than the eye can see. Think about that for a second. When you hold a $100 bill, you're holding a piece of art and technology, layered with invisible tricks designed to fool even the best forgers. But once the design is ready, the real magic begins. Paper that isn't paper. Ordinary office paper? Tear it once and it's done. But U.S. banknotes are made of something entirely different. 75% cotton, 25% linen. That's why your cash feels almost like fabric. It's built to survive thousands of folds, washes, and even a trip through the dryer. These cotton bales arrive by the ton. They're pressed, treated, and woven into sheets thicker and tougher than normal paper. Special fibers are embedded into the blend, along with tiny colored threads and security strips. Some are visible, others only appear under UV light. Here's the catch. This paper is so specialized that only one private mill in the U.S. is authorized to produce it, under constant government supervision. Now that we have the canvas, it's time to paint the masterpiece. Printing money. The first step is offset printing, where background colors are added in huge sheets. Then comes intaglio printing, a centuries-old technique that gives bills their signature raised texture. Imagine steel plates engraved in reverse with microscopic precision. Ink is spread, then wiped off, leaving only the grooves filled. Under immense pressure, the design transfers onto the sheet, leaving behind that slightly rough, almost 3D feel you can run your fingers across. Each plate prints only one color. That means every bill requires multiple passes through different presses layer by layer until the portrait, numbers, and security details all come together. But here's the high-stakes part. Every sheet is worth millions once finished. A single slip, too much ink, a misaligned plate, even a smudge means that sheet must be destroyed. Security features. Let's pause here. Next time you hold a US bill, try spotting these 6 built-in defenses against counterfeiting. 1. Serial numbers unique to each note. 2. Color-shifting ink that changes from green to copper. 3. Microprinting words so tiny you need magnification to read. 4. Intaglio raised printing you can feel. 5-3D blue ribbons that seem to move when tilted. 6. Watermarks visible only when held up to light. Each feature is a puzzle piece in a system that makes duplicating real money almost impossible. But if the bill survives inspection, it moves on to its final transformations: cutting, counting, and storage. Sheets containing 32 bills are carefully cut into individual notes. High-speed cameras scan every single bill, yes, every one, for defects invisible to the human eye. Imperfect notes are shredded on the spot. Perfect ones are stacked, shrink-wrapped, and placed into steel vaults so secure they could rival Fort Knox. Each vault can hold tens of millions of dollars. Robotic arms handle much of the packaging. Because, let's face it, who wants to be responsible for dropping $50 million? From there, armored trucks deliver the bills to Federal Reserve banks, where they finally begin their journey into wallets, cash registers, and ATMs. Europe and beyond. Now here's something fascinating. Europe takes a different approach. Euro banknotes are made from pure cotton fibers, giving them even more durability. They also rely heavily on holographic strips and shifting color bands, which some experts say make them harder to counterfeit than US bills. Across the Eurozone, 12 specialized facilities print billions of notes under the watchful eye of the European Central Bank. In total, more than 30 billion euros circulate worldwide, worth over 1.7 trillion. Coins and costs. And what about coins? That's the job of the US Mint, founded in 1792. Its facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and West Point pump out billions of coins each year. Here's a surprising fact. Making coins often costs more than they're worth. A penny costs about 1.7 cents to produce. A nickel? Around 7.4 cents. Yet the presses keep running, striking up to 750 coins per minute. Old coins are melted down and recycled into new ones. And just like paper money, coins are stored, counted, and distributed under extreme security. Reflective, impactful tone. So the next time you slip a bill from your pocket, remember, it's not just money. It's the product of history, science, and some of the most secure factories on Earth. Each note tells a story of design, precision, and trust, one that fuels the global economy with every exchange. And who knows, the bill in your hand right now may have been born just weeks ago in Fort Worth, under the watchful eye of the same machines that never stop printing the money of the world. I'm the Factory Line, and this is how American money is made. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next How It's Made.